Have you ever felt like you're standing at a crossroads where your dreams and aspirations seem clouded by doubts and fears? Have you ever wondered why some people seem so confident, while you struggle with those little voices whispering in your head, constantly saying, "You're not good enough, you can't do it"? Welcome to a journey of discovering your inner strength, a journey not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to face themselves, dare to look deep into the essence of who they are. In this video, we won't just talk about confidence as a fleeting emotion, but we will explore it as a life skill, a profound way of thinking about life, and more importantly, as an undeniable truth that anyone can achieve. You know, confidence isn't something we can buy in a store or receive from compliments. It's a smoldering flame, a hidden power that each of us carries within us, and it can only be ignited when we truly understand and accept ourselves. Imagine confidence is like a tree. You can't just plant a seed and expect it to grow on its own. You need to nurture it, water it, fertilize it, and protect it from negative influences. Have you ever wondered why those with innate talent, those capable of extraordinary things, are often held back by fear and doubt? Sure, everyone feels that way at times. But then, why are some people able to overcome it and others not? The answer lies in self-confidence. It's the key to unlocking your potential, the motivation to overcome your limits and achieve the goals you desire. In this video, we will explore the secrets, the ancient philosophies that are still valuable in modern life to help you become the best version of yourself. We won't take the easy path, but we will face the difficult truths, the challenging questions, so that we can build a solid foundation of confidence, unshakable by anything. And before we begin, I want to express my sincere gratitude to all of you who have taken the precious time to watch this video. Just the fact that you are here, listening to these words, shows that you have a desire to change, a wish to become a better person. That is already a victory. 1. Discovering the true meaning of confidence. Confidence, as we've said, isn't a gift from heaven, but a process. It comes from understanding and accepting yourself, both your strengths and your weaknesses. Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought, suggests that true confidence stems from recognizing our limitations while knowing how to leverage our strengths to achieve our goals. In reality, confidence isn't an illusion of a perfect self. It's acceptance, harmony with yourself. It's not about trying to be someone else, but about daring to be yourself completely. You might wonder, why does Stoic philosophy emphasize self-acceptance? Because when we accept ourselves, we no longer waste time and energy running away from the things we don't like. We can focus on improving what we can and accept what we can't change. The famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said that we shouldn't be concerned about things we can't control. Instead, we should focus on things we can change, which are our attitude, thoughts, and actions. This is the key to dealing with life's difficulties and building a strong foundation of confidence. But how can we accept even our flaws? This is not an easy question to answer. We tend to focus on what we don't do well and ignore what we do well. It's a natural human reflex, but it's also a major obstacle on the path to building confidence. In my view, accepting yourself doesn't mean that we accept mediocrity. It means that we understand ourselves clearly, both our strengths and weaknesses, and we don't let those weaknesses hold us back. We can use our strengths to compensate for our weaknesses, and we can constantly learn and improve ourselves. Another important factor of confidence, according to Stoic philosophy, is authenticity. Living authentically is crucial. You cannot build true confidence if you are trying to be someone else. You need to understand your worth, know who you are, believe in what you believe, and live by your own principles. When you live by the principles of others, you may receive their acceptance and admiration, but you will never be truly confident. You will always feel like you are living a false life and you will always worry about whether you are pleasing others or not. So how can you find your own authenticity? You can start by asking yourself the following questions. What is really important to me? What makes me happy? What kind of person do I want to be? When you can answer these questions, you will begin to understand more about yourself, and you will be able to live a more authentic life. And that is the foundation of true confidence. It's a combination of acceptance, understanding, and authenticity. When you have these elements, you will no longer worry about what others think of you, and you will be able to live a more fulfilled life. Number 2, self-awareness, a journey of self-discovery. We cannot build a strong house if we don't have a good foundation. And likewise, we cannot build confidence if we don't understand ourselves. Self-awareness is the first step, and also the most important step, on the path to becoming a confident person. Self-awareness is not simply about knowing what we like or dislike or what we are good at. It is a deep exploration of our human nature, our underlying motives, our deepest fears, and our core values. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said that we need to look within to find our true motivations. We tend to blame external factors when we encounter difficulties, but Epictetus suggests that we need to ask ourselves, why did I react that way? What was my true motive? True confidence does not come from deluding ourselves with illusions. It comes from facing the truth, both the good and the bad. When we dare to face our flaws, we will be able to find ways to improve them. And when we understand our strengths, we will be able to leverage them to the fullest. So how can we practice self-awareness? One of the most effective methods is self-reflection. Take time each day to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Ask yourself these questions. Why do I feel this way? Why did I act that way? Is there a better way that I can respond? Another tool that you can use is a journal. Write in your journal each day, noting what you did, what you thought, and what you felt. When you read back your journal, you will be able to see patterns and trends in your thoughts and behaviors. From there, you will understand more about yourself, and you will be able to make wiser decisions. In reality, self-awareness is not a destination but a journey. We will never truly understand everything about ourselves, but we can continue to learn and explore. And it is in that process that we will build a stronger sense of confidence. You may find it difficult to face uncomfortable truths about yourself. You might feel ashamed, guilty, or even angry. But don't be discouraged. That's a necessary part of the self-awareness process. The important thing is that you don't run away, but that you bravely confront them. When you accept your flaws, you no longer have to waste energy hiding them. You can focus on improving them, and you will feel more free, more comfortable with yourself. In my experience, self-awareness not only helps us become more confident, but it also helps us become more empathetic with others. When we understand the challenges and difficulties we face, we can also better understand the challenges and difficulties others face. And when we are more empathetic with others, we can build more genuine and deeper relationships. 3. Accepting what cannot be changed. One of the most important lessons of Stoic philosophy is accepting what we cannot control. We often try to control everything, but in reality, there are many things beyond our reach. When we try to control the uncontrollable, we will only feel disappointed and helpless. True confidence does not come from controlling everything, but it comes from knowing when to let go and when to keep fighting. We need to distinguish clearly between what we can control and what we cannot control. Things we cannot control are external events, the actions of others, and even the past and the future. We cannot change what has happened, and we cannot be sure of what will happen in the future. The only thing we can control is the present, our attitudes, thoughts, and actions. When we accept what cannot be changed, we can focus on what we can change. We will no longer waste time and energy complaining about what has happened, but we will be able to focus on improving ourselves and creating a better future. You may find it difficult to accept things that you do not like. You may feel unfair, angry, or even hopeless. But don't let those negative emotions dominate you. You need to understand that accepting doesn't mean giving up, but it means you are choosing a different path, a path that you can control. When you accept what cannot be changed, you will feel more free, more comfortable. You will no longer have to live in the past, and you will no longer have to worry about the future. You will be able to fully enjoy each moment of the present. One of the most effective ways to accept what cannot be changed is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a method that helps us focus on the present, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we will realize that everything is impermanent, and we cannot control what is happening. We tend to get attached to our thoughts and emotions, and we often believe that they are the truth. But in reality, they are just fleeting events in our minds. When we practice mindfulness, we can separate ourselves from our thoughts and emotions, and we will be able to look at them more objectively. In my experience, accepting what cannot be changed not only helps us become more confident, but it also helps us become more calm. We will no longer have to worry about what is beyond our reach, and we will be able to fully enjoy what we have. 4. Focusing on what matters. In modern life, we are often distracted by countless pieces of information, tasks, and concerns. We can easily get caught up in things that are not important, and we can forget what is truly important. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of focusing on what really matters. We need to clearly identify our core values, the goals we want to achieve, and the relationships we need to cherish. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, once said that our lives are shaped by our thoughts. If we think about negative things, we will create a negative life. And if we think about positive things, we will create a positive life. So how can we focus on what matters? One of the most effective ways is to practice focus. Take time each day to focus on a single task without being distracted by anything else. Another tool that you can use is planning. Clearly define the goals you want to achieve and break them down into smaller steps. When you have a clear plan, you will be able to focus on each step without losing direction. In addition, you also need to learn to eliminate distractions. Turn off your phone, turn off notifications, and find a quiet space where you can concentrate. You also need to learn to say no to invitations, tasks, and concerns that are not really important. In my view, focus not only helps us achieve our goals, but it also helps us become more calm and happy. When we focus on what matters, we will no longer have to worry about what doesn't matter. And when we no longer worry about what doesn't matter, we can fully enjoy each moment of life. 5. Building resilience. Life is not always smooth. We will face difficulties, challenges, and even failures. Resilience is our ability to overcome those difficulties and come back stronger. Stoic philosophy suggests that resilience is not an innate talent, but a skill that we can cultivate. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said that it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When we encounter difficulties, we often complain, blame others, or even despair. But Stoic philosophy suggests that we need to see difficulties as opportunities to learn and grow. Each failure is a lesson, and each challenge is an opportunity for us to become stronger. When we see difficulties in this way, we will no longer fear them. We will be able to face them calmly and confidently. So, how can we build resilience? One of the most effective ways is to change our thinking. Instead of focusing on what has happened, focus on what you can do to improve the situation. Another tool you can use is optimism. Believe that you can overcome difficulties and always look for the positive aspects of every situation. Optimism does not mean that you deny reality, but it means you believe in your ability to overcome those difficulties. In addition, you also need to learn to accept failures. Failure is a necessary part of life, and no one can avoid it. When you accept failures, you will no longer fear them. You will be able to learn from them, and you will be able to become stronger. In my experience, resilience not only helps us overcome difficulties, but it also helps us become more confident. When we know that we can overcome anything, we will no longer have to fear the challenges in life. Number 6, nurturing humility. When we start building confidence, we can easily get caught up in arrogance. We might start believing that we are better than others, and we might start looking down on those around us. Stoic philosophy suggests that true confidence is not arrogance, but humility. Humility does not mean that we belittle ourselves, but it means that we know our worth and we respect the worth of others. Epictetus once said that if you think that you know everything, you will not be able to learn anything new. Humility helps us open our minds to new ideas, new perspectives, and new people. When we are humble, we can learn from those around us, and we can build more genuine and deeper relationships. We will no longer have to worry about whether we are better than others, but we will focus on learning and growing. So, how can we cultivate humility? One of the most effective ways is to listen more. Listen to the opinions of others and respect their views, even if you disagree with them. Another tool you can use is gratitude. Be grateful for what you have, and be grateful for those who have helped you. When you are grateful, you will no longer feel that you're better than others, but you will feel fortunate to have wonderful people around you. In my experience, humility not only helps us become better, but it also helps us become happier. When we are humble, we will no longer have to worry about whether we are better than others, and we will be able to fully enjoy each moment of life. 7. Living by personal values. True confidence comes from living by our personal values. These values are the principles that we believe in, and they are what we want to live by. When we live by our personal values, we will feel proud of ourselves. We will no longer have to try to be someone else, but we will live fully as ourselves. Epictetus once said that what matters is not what others think of you, but what you think of yourself. When we live by our personal values, we will feel like we are going in the right direction, and we will no longer have to worry about the criticisms of others. So, how can we identify our personal values? Take the time to think about what you believe in, what you cherish, and what you want to live by. Some common values that you can refer to include honesty, courage, kindness, fairness, respect, and gratitude. Choose the values that you feel are most important and try to live by them in every aspect of your life. In my experience, living by personal values is not easy. We will face challenges and temptations, but when we are steadfast in our values, we will feel more confident and happy. 8. Practicing daily gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for building confidence and happiness. When we focus on what we have, we will no longer feel lacking and dissatisfied. Stoic philosophy suggests that we should be grateful for the little things in life, as well as the big things. We should be grateful for having health, family, friends, work, and opportunities to learn and grow. Marcus Aurelius once said that when you wake up in the morning, think about what you are grateful for. Be grateful that you are alive, that you can breathe, that you can think, that you can love, and that you can experience the wonderful things in life. A simple way to practice daily gratitude is to write in a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Those things can be small, such as a delicious cup of coffee, a beautiful sunny morning, or a smile from a loved one. In addition, you can also express your gratitude by saying thank you to those who have helped you. Show your appreciation for the good things that life has brought you. In my experience, gratitude not only helps us feel happier, but it also helps us become more positive, optimistic, and confident. When we are grateful, we focus on the good things in life, and we can overcome difficulties more easily. Number 9. Embracing learning and curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force that motivates us to learn and explore new things. When we are curious, we will constantly seek knowledge, and we will be able to broaden our horizons. Stoic philosophy suggests that learning is a lifelong process. We should never stop learning, and we should always look for opportunities to expand our knowledge and skills. Epictetus once said that only the educated are truly free. When we have knowledge, we will not be dependent on our own ignorance, and we will be able to make wiser decisions. To embrace learning and curiosity, we need to have an open mind. Be willing to embrace new ideas, new perspectives, and new experiences. You can start by reading books, watching movies, listening to podcasts, or participating in online courses. Look for areas that you find interesting and take the time to explore them. In my experience, learning not only helps us become wiser, but it also helps us become more confident. When we have knowledge, we will feel that we are capable of facing challenges, and we will be able to contribute positively to society. So we have gone through a long journey together, discovering the secrets to building confidence according to Stoic philosophy. We have learned that confidence is not an emotion, but a skill. We can cultivate it by understanding ourselves, accepting what we cannot change, focusing on what matters, building resilience, nurturing humility, living by our personal values, practicing daily gratitude, and embracing learning and curiosity. True confidence comes from within. It does not depend on the acceptance or praise of others, but it comes from knowing our own worth, and we live fully as ourselves. The journey to build confidence is a continuous process. We should not be discouraged when we encounter difficulties, but we should see them as opportunities to learn and grow. I myself have gone through difficult periods when I felt insecure and helpless. But thanks to the principles of Stoic philosophy, I have been able to overcome those difficulties, and I have been able to build a solid sense of confidence. And I believe that if you apply these principles to your life, you will also be able to achieve the confidence that you desire. Remember that confidence is not a destination, but it is a journey. Enjoy this journey and appreciate each step along your path. Finally, I want to thank you again, all of you who have taken the precious time to watch this video. If you found this video helpful, please share it with those you love, and let's build a more confident and happy community together. And don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next videos. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.